Let's get down to the first hole. Wow, what a swing. Okay, we've got about a 140-yard shot here. This is pitching wedge on the way. Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. 12 feet remain.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. He is in a tie for second. Five wood is the choice.
Oh, stay, stay, stay.
That's a misfire there.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Needs this one in order not to drop a shot. That putt goes in. Time to make a move. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for fifth. Oh, flex on that drive. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. Oh, that was so close. All right, here we are with a par opportunity. Let's update you on what's been going on. He is currently in a tie for seventh place. Let's take a closer look at the par 5 fourth. He really got behind that one. Let's check in with John. He's got more.
I'm on the second hole, and Tony Finau is prepping his next shot.
This is the third. Only two back of the lead. Here's a putt to move into the top 5. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards. Ridge, placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
Oh, well done. Here's Matty Fitzpatrick setting up his next shot. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. John, what's the line on this putt?
It's hard to tell. It might be a little bit of a break to the right.
Just missing the birdie there. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th. Rich, a lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
That should find the fairway.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
And look at that. Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
And this putt to move into a tie for first place. And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
We've made our way to the par 3 7th hole. The club choice is a 6-iron. Target practice with these approach shots, just like that.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Lining this putt up from a fair distance. Nice stroke.
Getting better.
All right, let's get right back out to the action. This putt from 5 feet away.
This for a birdie run.
As we move on to the next hole, let's take a quick glance at the leaderboard. Xander Schauffele on top by 1. All right, we're moving along to the action at the 8th. That is a massive drive. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Not a bad shot right there.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker.
Okay, here we are again, back live. Now, this putt for birdie. Henny, what more can you tell us?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Just needed a little bit more on that one. And a tap in par. As we move on to the next hole, we want to show you that Xander Schauffele is our leader. Over to hole number 9. It's a par 4. Big opportunity here, a putt for birdie. Henny, how tricky is this one?
Okay, my money is on a right to lefter.
So close. 4 feet left to the hole.
This is for par.
And after that hole, our featured player in second place, trying to chase down Xander Schauffele. And now teeing off on a par 4.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
I think this could be a slight miscalculation.
This one would be from downtown. Oh, almost. 4 feet remains. Here's a look at the way things stand. He is currently in the tie for third place.
The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Well, that's a handy shot. Now we catch up with Tom Kim from earlier in the round.
Simply amazing what he does from here.
And back to the course with the live action. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Just one stroke off the lead. That one's headed left. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Well, you like the look of those hands. And if this can go down, he'll save par. Currently 3 under for the event. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds, out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
What a year with 5 victories already this season.
This is bold. Going for it in 2.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Time to resume the play at the 10th hole.
This one's from around 135.
And back to the play, shall we? Good chance to move into 3rd on the leaderboard. Let's hold this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
Oh, he's got to like the look of this. You've got to like the look of this. Oh, my. He currently sits in 3rd position.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
Sitting at 5 under for the day. Going with the pitching wedge here. This one is a fair distance here. That's disappointing. An opportunity to make a par here. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's looking at 20 foot. This will be a good putt to hole.
Ooh. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
These par putts, they keep a round going.
And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Trailing by a couple of strokes now.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Strong par 4, your dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
That's a disappointing shot.
And Matty Fitzpatrick now setting up with this look. 5 shots off the pace.
Time to get back to live play. This one will not be easy. That was not clean contact. Not a green in regulation. That's a tough one.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Here's a par putt. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Now to the 16th hole, a par 5.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
Going with 8-iron here. Not on the green, but really close. I love it. Oh, he hit that perfectly as the chip goes in.
Oh, he's only gone and chipped in for eagle.
Let's take a look at the updated leaderboard, and our featured player likes what he sees back on top. We've reached the 17th. It's a par 3.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
That might be the best swing of the day. 5-iron on the way. Here's a putt to get to 8 under par for the event. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Not a lot of movement here. A little bit to the left, if any.
Oh, how about it? This putt still tracking nicely. And it just slides by. Here's the tap in for par. While we have a moment, here's a look at what happened earlier today at the 9th hole. Okay, as we make our way back to live play, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. We finish on 18 with a par 4.
What a drive. Look at that.
And now this from about 150 yards away.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
Going with pitching wedge here. This one will be close. And that one won't find the green.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Man, that was a good shot. And a par to finish out the round.